Hello, good morning students. Welcome back to our class again. Today we will explain derivation of section formula. Here ax1 y1, bx2 y2 are two distinct points and pxy divides this line segment AB in the ratio m1 is to m2. Okay. So from the points P, A, P and B, we are drawing perpendicular to the x-axis, and from the point A, P and B, we are drawing perpendicular y-axis. Perpendicular to the y-axis is not drawn in the textbook. So this diagram will be convenient for you. Okay. Therefore, the coordinates of R will be, it is on the x-axis, therefore the coordinate of R will be x1 0 and the coordinates of S will be x0 and this will be x2 0. And similarly here also 0 y1 and here will be 0 y and this will be 0 y2. So which point we are drawing the perpendicular, it's a y coordinate. Okay. So that we can able to find out the value of RS. So you studied a formula in the previous videos how to find out the distance between 2 points on the x-axis and y-axis. Here these 2 points are on the x-axis, therefore RS is equal to modulus R. Either you can apply modulus, but in your textbook formulas modulus not applied in this formula, so we are also not applying. Therefore RS is equal to x minus x1, number corresponding to S minus number corresponding to R. That means x minus x1. So RS is same as AQ because this quadrilateral AQSR becomes a rectangle. Therefore, its opposite sides are equal. Therefore, the value of RS is same as AQ. The value of RS, what will come? Once more see, x minus x1. Similarly, the value of ST, distance between S and T, is equal to what will come? Number corresponding to T minus number corresponding to S. That means x2 minus x. That is same as PC. Okay. Similarly here MD, distance between M and D is equal to, this is the greater number, y minus y1, that is same as PQ. Here also we are applying same property only, opposite sides of a rectangle are equal, therefore MD is same as PQ. Similarly here MN, distance between M and N, these M and N are on the y-axis, therefore y2 minus y. So Mn is same as y2 minus y, that is equal to BC, y2 minus y. Clear? Okay. Here that which are the points I explained, that only I written down side. So here very clearly you can understand x1 is less than x less than x2, y1 is less than y less than y2. Clear? Consider 2 points ax1 y1, these are all points I explained. Now you just read only, and bx2 y2, and assume point pxy divides AB internally in the ratio m1 is to m2. Therefore PA by PB is equal to m1 by m2. Clear? And now AR, PS, BT perpendicular to the x-axis. Also draw AD, PM and BN perpendicular to the y-axis. Therefore RS is same as AQ, its value written. ST is same as PC, its value written. And DM and PQ is same as y minus y1 and Mn is same as BC, it is equal to y2 minus y. These are all points in the diagram I explained and given properly. Okay. Now listen here, what I written here, that we can see the diagram once more. Triangle PAQ is similar to triangle BPC. Actually this we will study in the chapter number 6, triangles, similarity of triangles. So similarity of triangles, many applications are there. Here which theorem we are applying, I will say. This angle 90 degree and this angle also 90 degree, no? These two angles are 90 degrees. The meaning is that these two angles are right angles. They are equal. And this angle which I am pointing, that angle, angle B, what type of angles? Corresponding angles. So they are occupying the corresponding position, therefore corresponding angles. So these two angles are also equal. Therefore, we are applying AA corollary. By AA corollary, we can say that these two triangles are similar. These two triangles are similar. That only I written downside. See here. Triangle PAQ is similar to triangle BPC. If two triangles are similar, its all corresponding pair of sides are in the same proportion. Corresponding side means corresponding position. Here PA, in the same position here, which side is there? BP. So PA by BP. Here AQ and here PC. AQ by PC equal to here PQ and here BC. Clear? So PA by PB, already you knowing the value of PA by PB, M1 by M2, and the value of AQ knowing, and the value of PC knowing, apply here, and the value of PQ knowing, apply here, and the value of BC knowing, apply here. Applied. So you got the final format somewhat. Now from this equation, this format, we will find out the value of x and y. That only you want to find out. What is your question? Section formula. Which point is dividing the line segment joining A and B? This point P dividing the line segment joining A and B. AX1, Y1, BX2, Y2. This point is dividing. So the coordinate of finding, the formula for finding out the coordinates of this point P is called section formula. Therefore this point's coordinate, what we supposed here, x and y. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find out the value of x and y. That is your question. We want to find out the coordinates of the point of division. The meaning is that you want to find out the value of x and y. Okay? See the question. So for finding out the value of x and y, first and second ratio you take. So first and second ratio while we are taking, you will get the x coordinate. See here, m1 by m2 is equal to x minus x1 divided by x2 minus x. See here. Are you got clear? Now cross multiply. m1 x2 minus m1x is equal to, here again cross multiply, m2x minus m2x1. I already told you, your aim is to find out the value of x. Therefore the term containing x you arrange on one side, and remaining terms arrange on the other side. So m1x I am shifting here and m2x is shifting here. Okay, m2x1. So the term containing x you shifted on one side. We can see here m1x2 plus m2x1 is equal to m1x plus m2x. Here x is common now, take outside. X common coming, what will get? M1x2 plus m2x1 divided is equal to x into m1 plus m2. Now very clearly you knowing our aim is to find out the value of x. So x keep there, remaining terms shifted this side. So here m1 plus m2 is multiplied with the x. So here dividing you will get the value of x. So now you go through the point, what is the value of x? m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 x2, here 1 2 writing, here 2 1 writing. Very easily you can understand, no? m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. Hello students, same way you can able to find out the coordinates of y. So what will take here? First and the third ratio take here. First and third ratio take care. Okay, multiply, cross multiply. Now what do you say? What do you want to find out? You want to find out the value of y. Therefore, the terms containing y you arrange on one side. Arrange the term containing y you arrange on one side. So the term containing y you got now here m1y plus m2y came on the RHS part, and this minus term shifted here also. So what you got here, m1y2 plus m2y1, same format. Therefore you got the value of y, how much got? m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Clear? So you got the x coordinate and y coordinate both. Therefore final conclusion, right? Therefore the x coordinate of the point pxy which divides the line segment joining ax1 y1 and bx2 y2 is, see here, m1x2 plus m2x1 divided by m1 plus m2, m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is your final formula for the coordinates of pxy. This formula we are calling as section formula. Derivation of section formula asking, you should write this full. Only formula only you need, you learn this much only. Okay. Now some special cases given. In the place of m1 and m2, we are giving here k and 1. That is m1 place you write k, m2's place you give it as 1. Apply here in the place of m1 you give k. Kx2 plus 1 into x1 divided by k plus 1. Here also k y2 plus 1 into y1 divided by k plus 1. So that only I written down, son. No magic. Only in the place of m1 we are applying k. In the place of m2 you are giving as 1. Clear? Now see here. Next formula. Midpoint formula. Midpoint means a point dividing the line segment into two equal parts. The meaning is that the ratio is 1:1. 1:1 when we are applying here. In the place of m1 we are applying 1. Here also m2 also you are applying 1. So what you will get? X2 plus x1 by 2. y2 plus y1 divided by 2. That means, what is the formula for midpoint? This is very important. Several places we are applying. Midpoint formula. Formula for finding out the midpoint. It can able to ask in MCQ also. Very, very important one. x1 plus x2 by 2. y1 plus y2 by 2. That means average of x coordinate and average of y coordinate. Clear, students? This whole formula section is over. Very, very important formulas only explained and given. Okay. Now we will start with the exercise. Exercise 7.2. First question we can start. Now listen. Exercise 7.2. First question, listen. These all are simple, very, very simple questions and simple applications are there. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of -1,7 and 4-3 in the ratio 2:3. Very clear now. In this way question getting you give the any name for the points. So first I given ax1 y1 is a -1,7 and bx2 y2 is b4-3. And what's the value of ratio m1 and m2? 2 and 3. m1 is 2, m2 you take it as 3. Clear? So simple application. Apply it. It is very easy. In this way diagram drawing you will not make any confusion there. Here diagonal way you multiply. See here. Teacher will multiply and show you. Here 2 into 4 plus 3 into -1 divided by 2 plus 3. See here. Very easily getting now. If in this way diagram drawing, that will be very simple for you. Then y coordinate, how you will get a 2 into minus 3 plus 3 into 7 divided by 2 plus 3. So here you can see diagram formula, how I applied it. See here. So 2 into 4, how much coming? 8. 8 minus 3 by 5. And here minus 6 plus 21 by 6. Sorry, by 5. So 8 minus 3, 5. 5 by 5. And minus 6 plus 21, 15. 15 by 5. So you got the coordinates as 1 and 3. So the coordinates of the point P got now very easy now. Okay. Now question number 2, listen. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection of the line segment joining 4 minus 1 and 2 and minus 2 minus 3. Trisection, dividing the line segment into 3 equal parts. Bisection means dividing the line segment into 2 equal parts. Here what do you want to find out? Trisection. So I divided the line segment AB into 3 equal parts. Here A to P and P to Q and Q to B. So divided how many equal parts are? 3. 1 is to 1 is to 1. Now here P and Q coordinates are unknown. You are not knowing now. So you have find out either the coordinates of P or the coordinates of Q. Here I found out the coordinates of Q first. Therefore, M1, you can see I given M1 as 2. That is A to Q I taken as 2 units and Q to B I taken as 1. Very clearly you can understand how AQ I taken 2. Because A to P 1, then P to Q how much coming? 1. So 1 plus 1 how much coming? 2. So I am going to find out the coordinates of Q. So here listen, Ax1 y1 4 minus 1 and Bx2 y2 is minus 2 minus 3, and the ratio I taken as AQ is to QB I taken as 2 is to 1, that is equal to M1 is to M2. Okay. So apply the formula as usual. In the formula apply by yourself. What will come? 2 into minus 2 plus 1 into 4 divided by 2 plus 1. Similarly, 2 into minus 3 plus 1 into minus 1 divided by 2 plus 1. See here. Then minus 4 plus 4 by 3 minus 6 minus 1 by 3. That means 0 minus 7 by 3. So you got the coordinates of Q now. That I written in the diagram also for your understanding. What's the coordinates of Q? 0 minus 7 by 3. Now you got the coordinates of Q. Now what you want to find out? Find out the coordinates of P. From the diagram it is very clear that P is the midpoint of AQ. So what you will find out? How you can find out the coordinates of P? By applying midpoint formula. So we can see in the next page. See here, for AQ I written Ax1 y1 is equal to A4 minus 1 and Qx2 y2 is equal to Q0 minus 7 by 3. Since P is the midpoint of line segment AQ, the coordinates of P, which formula? X1 plus X2 by 2, Y1 plus Y2 by 2. What is here X1? 4 plus 0 divided by 2. Then Y1 minus 1 plus minus 7 by 3 by 2. LCM take here. 4 by 2 how much coming? 2. And here LCM take minus 3 here multiply minus 3 minus 7 by 3 by 2. So this 3 and 2 together will multiply. So you will get it is minus 10 by 6. Minus 10 by 6. What is common? 2 is common. Cancel from up and down. So you will get a minus 5 by 3. Therefore, the coordinates of the point of trisection are P 2 minus 5 by 3 and Q 0 minus 7 by 3. Clear? Very simple now. So trisection can ask, bisection can ask, dividing the line segment into 4 equal parts can ask. How the question coming on the basis you wants to do. So illustration also many questions are there. You work out all the illustration sums also. Now question number 4. Here another question coming. What do you want to find out? Find the ratio. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the points minus 310 and 6 minus 8 is divided by minus 1 6. So which point is dividing? Point of division what is given? Minus 1 6. So you read the question and make it understand in a proper way. Find the ratio. What do you want to find out? You want to find out the ratio. The meaning you want to find out M1 is to M2. Which are the points of the line segment? This one. One point is minus 310 and another one is 6 minus 8. Which point is dividing by which point? Minus 1 6. So this P minus 1 6 is the point of division. So here point of division you knowing, x coordinate of division also knowing, y coordinate of division also knowing. Clear? Both you are knowing now. But your question is that find the ratio. So that either you find out the x coordinate of point of division or you will find out the y coordinate of point of division. Both together not necessary. Because x coordinate of point of division taking you will get M1 and M2, y coordinate of point of division taking then also you will get M1 and M2 easily. Clear? So what I written, see all the necessary points which are given I written, and what I written, x coordinate of P taken. X coordinate of P is equal to formula, right? M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divided by M1 plus M2. X coordinate of P, what is here x coordinate of P? Minus 1, and then M1 into 6 plus M2 into minus 3 divided by M1 plus M2. Formula apply, cross multiply. Cross multiply you can see minus M1 minus M2 is equal to 6M1 minus 3M2. Your aim is to find out the value of M1 and M2 separate. Therefore, arrange M1 on one side and M2 on the other side. Here 3M2 bring this side and here M1 bring this side. So 2M2 is equal to 7M1. That is 7M1 is equal to 2M2. So you find out M1 by M2 find out. M1 by M2 finding out, what you will do? M2 bring downside and this 7 bring downside here. So M1 by M2 is equal to what you got? 2 by 7. Cross multiply. If you have any doubt, you please one time cross multiply and see again. Some students instead of 2 by 7, some of them will write 7 by 2. So here itself mistake will come and 1 mark out of 3 mark 1 mark will go. So simple mistake only, silly mistakes only mark going. So what you got? M1 by M2 is equal to how much got? 2 by 7. So what's the ratio? Ratio is 2:7. Okay. Same way we can able to do the next question. Next question little difference is there. Otherwise same question is there. I will give homework, but it is little bit difference is there. Okay, we will start with the question number 5. In between one question I didn't explain which one, question number 3, because question number 3 question also big question and the diagram is also there. So I want to take the PDF of that photo, that diagram, so that I will explain in the next video. Okay. Question number 5, listen. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A1 minus 5 and B minus 4 5 is divided by the x-axis. Also find the coordinates of the point of division. Actually there are 2 questions are asked. You want to find out the point of division and at the same time ratio, at the same time coordinates of the point of division. So first of all we will find out the ratio. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining A1 minus 5 and B minus 4 5 is divided by the x-axis. Divided by the x-axis asking, then you knowing that the point on the x-axis only will divide the line segment. Therefore, a point on the x-axis, which format coming? X0. Once more make it clear. A point on the x-axis, which format is coming? X0. A point on the y-axis, which format coming? 0y. Clear? That point is very important. Now see here. Let Px0 is a point on the x-axis, divides the line segment joining A1 minus 5 and B minus 4 5 in the ratio m1 is to m2. These are very easy to understand. Now see here, all the points are written. And here one point you listen. Here x coordinate is not knowing. So that x coordinate of the point P writing, all the values will be unknown only. But which coordinate you are knowing at present here? Y coordinate knowing. What's the y coordinate? 0. Therefore y coordinate of P you write here. Therefore y coordinate of P is equal to m1y2 plus m2y1 divided by m1 plus m2. Clear? So what is the y coordinate of P? 0. Then apply m1 into y2. How much? 5 plus m2 into y1. Okay. Cross multiply. Here all cross multiply. Arrange on one side. 5 m1 is equal to 5 m2 coming. Therefore m1 by m2 what will come? 5 by 5. Therefore what you are getting? 1 by 1. Therefore the ratio is you got as 1 is to 1. What's the ratio? One answer got. The ratio you got as 1 is to 1, that is equal to m1 is to m2. That only not only your question. You want to find out the coordinates of P also. For finding out the coordinates of P, you want to know the x coordinate. What is the x coordinate? X coordinate of P is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. But one point you remember, m1 and m2 both are 1 and 1. Therefore 1 into x2 is minus 4 plus 1 into x1 is 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 3 by 2. Therefore the coordinates of the points on the x-axis you got as minus 3 by 2, 0. Okay, this type of questions are very important and repeated questions for the board also. What's the x coordinate of the point? Minus 3 by 2. Therefore the coordinates of the point on the x-axis what you got? A minus 3 by 2, 0. Clear? Okay, now we can see one more question. Question number 6, listen. It is also very important question. Question number 6, listen. If ordered pair 1 to 4y, x6 and 3 5 are the vertices of a parallelogram taken in order. So these all the points vertices are taken in the order you take. And find the value of x and y. You want to find out what? Find the value of x and y. You take the coordinates in the order. So I drawn the diagram also there. You can see here. A 1 2, B 4y and C x6 and D 3 5 I taken in the order A, B, C, D order taken. So very easy, you knowing the property of a parallelogram. What is the property of the parallelograms you have studied? Opposite sides are equal and diagonals are bisecting each other. Diagonals are bisecting each other. Therefore, the midpoint of diagonal AC and midpoint of diagonal BD are equal. Diagonals are bisecting each other. Therefore, midpoint of diagonal AC and midpoint of diagonal BD are equal. Okay? Clear? So, see the points now written. Given the coordinates of the parallelogram A1 2, B 4y and C x6 and D 3, 5. Since ABCD is a parallelogram, diagonals are bisecting each other. Diagonals are always bisecting each other. So I told you the property already. The diagonal AC and diagonal BD. These diagonal AC and diagonal BD are bisecting each other in a point. The meaning is that midpoint of diagonal AC is same as midpoint of diagonal BD. So midpoint of diagonal AC you knowing no? You should write the midpoint formula here. I didn't written. But in all the question, which formula you are applying, that formula you should write. Otherwise your half mark will cut. So write down. Next point, see. We are going to find out the midpoint of which diagonal AC. See. 1 plus x by 2. See here. 2 plus 6 by 2. Following now. Midpoint of BD finding out. 4 plus 3 by 2. First x coordinate. Then y. Y plus 5 divided by 2. See here. So we are written on the two coordinates. Midpoint of AC written, midpoint of BD written. Very clearly you knowing midpoint of AC is same as midpoint of BD. Now you have studied in 8th standard. 8th standard also studied 9th standard. I hope so 9th standard. 9th standard you have studied. If two ordered pairs are equal only when x coordinates are equal and y coordinates are equal. In any case, in any way, if two ordered pairs are equal, very clear that its x coordinates will be equal and y coordinates will be equal. Otherwise, they are not equal. So here already you know they are equal. The meaning is that what x coordinate are equal. So we can equate the x coordinates. 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 4 plus 3 7, 7 by 2. Denominator 2 and 2 cancel. So 1 plus x is equal to 7. Therefore x is equal to 7 minus 1 6. Similarly, y coordinate equate 2 plus 6 how much coming 8. 8 by 2 is equal to 5 plus y by 2. Denominator 2 cancel. 8 is equal to 5 plus y. Therefore this 5 bring this end. So 8 minus 5 how much coming 3. Therefore y is equal to 3. So you got the value of x and y both. Okay, very interesting lesson now. Okay, study properly all of you. Okay, we will see in the next video. Bye students.